Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome to the Barstool Golf Break 90 Ladder Challenge. Today we are going to be playing Butters Bay. This was a course designed by Crazy Canuck for the guys over at 4Play. Sadly, this is a non-official course, so it won't really count towards the Break 90 Challenge. But let's have a look at the course settings. It is a par 72, fairways and greens are firm, the green speeds are fast, weather is overcast, time of day is afternoon. Let's have a look at the tee options. There are 3 tee options. We will be playing from the black tees, which are playing 7,357 yards. And as always, pin set number 1. Thank you so much for the continued support on the channel. If you haven't already done so, please make sure to smash the subscribe button. So it is a really nice opening hole. Today I am swinging on Legend difficulty settings. This is the first time I've actually played Legend difficulty on PGA Tour 2K23. So try to take this down the left hand side with a tiny bit of draw. We do achieve the perfect, and that is going to work out really well. The main reason I am playing on Legend swing difficulty for this challenge, guys, is on Master I probably average 10 under. It's just to make this challenge a little bit more testing. So 9 iron should be made for this with a 7 mile per hour wind behind me. What is going on here? Back-to-back perfects. This should get a firm run out. And this really should set up a good birdie opportunity. Fantastic approach shot. The main stipulations for this challenge, guys, are that you play on an official 18-hole golf course. The more you play, the more rewards you will get. But what a way to start the round. We do kick things off with a birdie. Long may that continue. Hole number 2, dog leg right, uphill par 4. I take this down the left hand side. Oh, there's a black fast, and with that we're going to come up way short and left of my intended landing zone, and that is going to leave me a lot of work to do in this par 4. 173 yards, up 8 feet. Just got to play that slope. 9 iron should be good. Just going to try and land this short of the slope and let the ball do the rest. There's another grey fast. And as you can see, the punishment on Legend swing difficulty really is brutal. Let's see if we can chip this one close. It is the heavy rough. It's a very fast. I did push my swing line right. And that just misses. Comes up short left of the cup. But a solid start here. Birdie par. Hole number 3. This is a par 3 and this is difficult. Certainly don't want to miss this green left or long. Just going to try and carry the bunker here. Play the wind. There's a tiny fast. How's that ball went so far left? I am really amazed that that ball went so far left there. And sadly we have found the water. So this is now damage limitation. I'm just going to go for the same shot, just try and get it perfect. This time I do get it perfect. That is a horrible swing line, but that's actually going to work out. Now I felt my previous swing line was far superior to that one we just executed there. And I don't feel as if I've been as punished as much for that as we did the first one, but we did get a tiny fast. So sadly that's a bogey, and that is going to take me back down to level par. I've got a feeling this is going to be a roller coaster off a round. This is a par 5, but I certainly can't reach the second part of the fairway, so I'm just going to have to lay up here with 5 wood. Playing the wind. There's another decent swing. Can't really complain at that. You're not going to see many perfects on this round, but it really is important I get as close to the perfects with a good swing line as possible. So sadly I'm being forced to another layup, so I'm just going to draw 3 wood from right to left against the wind and the slope. And that should leave me nothing more than a full wedge, maybe even a pitch shot into this green. Fairly short par 5 that, but depending on your yardage off the tee and your wind conditions, you are pretty restricted to what you can do. So full backspin applied here. That is a really nice strike. Look how far right that ball's going. Wow. This is crazy. The punishment truly is remarkable. And like I said, this is the first time I've played Legend swing difficulty on PGA Tour 2K23. That's a beautiful putt line. I have totally misread that putt. I can't believe it turned as far to the right as that. That wasn't even close. Totally misread that. So that's a disappointing par after playing that hole so well. And we move on to hole number 5. Now for me, the par 3s are really difficult on Legend swing difficulty. I'm just going to try and carry the bunker, play the wind, find the slope, and it should kick hard right. There's a really nice swing. Now this ball should slope to the right hand side towards the flagstick. But yeah, I find the par 3s, especially if they're island greens or a lot of hazards, really difficult on Legend swing difficulty. I feel that's where your round can be hindered and you can put blemishes on your scorecard. I've really underhit that. So putter is stone cold at the moment. That's another par. But the main thing is I am giving myself birdie opportunities. Hole number 6. I'm not going to reach that intended part of the fairway. I am using the River Markey type, guys, especially when you're on Legend swing difficulty. So I'm going to have to try and be creative and take this down the left hand side of the opposite fairway. It's a tiny fast, and once again, look how far left that ball is going, and I have really stitched myself up here. I'm in the heavy rough, so I'm not going to reach this green in 2. I think the best bet I can play for here is a bunker and just try and scramble the par. This might not even find the bunker. It hasn't. So it is going to be a chip shot, but this is horrible. Don't want to be short. Not the best of lies. But let's just see if we can get it to hold the top part of that green. I think I've played that really, really well. It's a missable putt, mind you. It is going to break left at my feet. And so far, my putter has been cold during this round. It's a good weight, and it is a good read. And that is a fantastic par, especially after that tee shot. But I do remain at level par. Hole number 7, this is a drivable par 4. I think I would be silly to take the green on here though, so I'm just going to play to the right hand side of the fairway. Play the wind and leave myself a flop or a splash. It's another tiny grey fast, and the wind's not going to bring that round enough. What is going on here early? I just cannot get my head round the punishment. It really is remarkable. Fortunately, it's gave me a decent drop zone. Let's see if we can pitch this one close. With that slope, I'm just going to apply full backspin. It's another slight fast. It may be a little bit long and left, but this ball should spin back towards the flagstick. It didn't spin at all, but it does give me an opportunity for the par save. Just going outside left edge. Playing this firm. It's a solid par. How on earth I've walked away with par there after finding the drink off the tee shot. Fantastic pitch shot. Hole number 8. Very short par 5. Taking us down the right hand side of the fairway, and the wind should bring me back just like that. So we have found the centre of the fairway, and surely I can reach this green in 2. So this is a good eagle opportunity. 3 woods too long. Let's see if we can find the fairway just short of the green. This ball should kick up onto the green. It should kick right. It's another lovely strike. We are hitting the ball well. Now this should get a nice kick right up onto the dance floor. Oh wow, that false front gave me a horrible kick. I thought for 1 second we were going to run into the little stream there. But let's see if we can chip this one close and give myself the birdie opportunity. It's another good execution, and that checks up superbly, and that is going to get me back to 1 under par. So 2 birdies, 1 bogey, and it does mean we are 1 under. Final hole of the front 9 coming up. It's a long par 4. Let's see if we can overpower this one. 106% power. Once again, just missing the perfect. But plenty of fairway to work with down that left-hand side. And let's see if I can land this approach shot close. Just going to try and play the wind here. Try to land this at the front of the green. We do get the perfect. Wind's taking me round. Hopefully this... Oh, that's coming up way short. This could kick back into the heavy rough. Fortunately, it hasn't. We were just a yard or two away from that being a really good shot. But let's see if we can chip this one in, or at the very least get it close. So very fast, but it does still drop. I am very surprised that that dropped, especially on legend difficulty. But for me, I think everyone made a big hoo-ha about how difficult the chip shots were at the start of the game, but it just proves that if you get the ball in a good line, even a very fast, doesn't really punish it. So I'm going to take this down the left-hand side with a little bit of drop. Oh, it's a lovely strike. How on earth is that ball just shot hard right? It's not the worst of swing lines. That ball just shot hard right at my feet. I can't really explain that. I've actually been punished for a good swing there. Let's see if we can just carry this slope and get this ball up onto the green. Ball is going to shoot right at my feet combined with the wind. It's a tiny slope. And I clearly didn't play the slope in the wind enough. That's probably going to run off the green. But still puzzled at that tee shot there. I experience that quite often, that the ball just shoots one way when you've actually had a good swing and swing timing. There's another very fast. That's probably going to come up short. It was on a good line too. It has come up short. And these are the kind of putts that if you don't give attention, you can miss. Played it dead weight, and it does drop right into the heart of the cup for the par. So solid round so far. 2 under. Hole number 11. Oh, I'm really in between clubs here. I think 8 iron's good. Anything left of the pin should work out. It's another tiny fast. Swing line's been pretty good today so far. And that is going to finish pin high. We will have another birdie opportunity. There's nothing in this. Just got to keep my swing line straight. Pushed it right at the top. I would say that putt's turning though. I could well be wrong. It maybe was down to my putt line, but I got the impression that that putt just started to turn about 10 feet out. So my putter is stone cold so far. Really not taking advantage of some of the good shots I'm playing into the greens. But hole number 12, it's another par 5. Just a tiny fast. I don't think we'll reach this green in 259 yards. Beautiful clubhouse off there in the distance. I don't think that was Canute who designed the clubhouse. I could be wrong. I'm sure I read when the course was first released, it was someone else that designed it. But let's try and play the wind in the slope here. It's a tiny fast. Is this going to kick up onto the green? No. So it will leave me another chip-in opportunity. We've just trickled into the heavy rough. But let's see if I can flop this one close. Just going to apply a little bit of backspin here. It's a great execution. And that should set up another birdie opportunity. Hopefully this time I can convert it. It's another flat putt. No movement in this whatsoever. There's a far superior putt line. And this time we do pick up the birdie. And I move to 3 under par. So far so good. Hole number 13. This is probably drivable. I'm just going to try and fade this from left to right. And hopefully the fairway helps me out here. Oh, it's a tiny fast. That's probably going to counteract some of the turn. And that ball's just going to stay left. Probably going to be another chip shot into the green. 36 yards out. I'm just going to apply a little bit of topspin here to the lob wedge. Fully attack this. We are on a dime slope that will move me right. That's a better execution, and with a topspin, this should keep running out. That's probably about 8 feet out. Just caught that slope. It's 10 feet. This is missable, especially the way I've been putting so far. There is a fair amount of turn on this. We've played it dead weight. It should turn. It just turned at the last second there to disappear for the birdie. So our 5th birdie of the round. We're 4 under. 5 birdies and 1 bogey. Hole number 14. This is a beautiful golf course, by the way. Really enjoying it. Let's see if we can play the kick. The fairway clearly kicks from left to right. So taking on a brave tiger line here. That's a lovely swing. I don't think I could have played that any better. This should kick hard right and hopefully work its way towards the green. Come on, ball. It's just going to come up short, but fantastic tee shot there. Has set me up with another chip shot. Just don't want to be long here. Anything about 7-8 feet should be good. There's a fast, horrible swing. I really didn't expect the run out there. Fortunately, we've just avoided that down slope. But it's another pretty straightforward putt. Be disappointed if I don't drain this. 17 feet out. Should turn. It does turn. It's another putt that just drops on the edge. It's our 6th birdie of the round. Really hitting a hot streak here on the back 9. I'm going to try and fade this from left to right against the wind and try and find the centre off the fairway. And that is never a black slope. No way. Beautiful swing line too. That just did not feel like a black slope. If anything, I expected that to be a fast. I've been swinging so well today as well. I'm sure you do get random moments in this game. This time it's a tiny grey fast. This needs to get down. That's going to be the heavy rough. I have made a real mess of this hole. And I'm not going to get there in 2 once again. I think the best I can hope for here once again is a bunker. 4 iron. Deliberately playing into the bunker here. And I'm at least going to be dropping a shot or 2. It's another slight fast. But really surprised at that black slope off the tee box. Because I did not feel like that was a black slope. But let's see if I can pitch this one close. Where on earth is the pitch? There we go. 77 is too long. 67 should be made for this. With the lie percentage and a slight elevation gain. We get the perfect... Oh, I've only got 95% power. Oh, earlier I really needed the 100%. Fortunately, it's not the toughest of greens once again. This is turning right. I've really underhit that. I've gone here. I have completely had a nightmare in this hole. This is for triple bogey. What on earth? And that is all stemmed from a very random tee shot. And with that, I've went from 5 under down to 2. Hole number 16, it's another tough par 3. 5 iron. Should be good. Just playing the wind. There's so much that could go wrong in this hole. It's a laser beam, but it's a tiny fast. I've just missed the perfect there and no more. And we do run out into the heavy rough once again. But legend swing difficulty is no joke, ladies and gentlemen. Such a fun challenge. That is a good chip-in attempt. It just burns by the right-hand side. It's going to ensure I do walk away with the par from 3 feet. We move on to hole number 17 at 2 under par. Anything down the left-hand side here should kick out, so I'm just going to try and draw this to the left-hand side of the fairway. It's another nice swing. Now surely this kicks out into the fairway. It has done. We get a very favourable kick there. I'm just going to apply a little bit of deal-off, try and overpower this because I'm just going to be short with the pitching wedge. And there's a fast on a pool. I got the 104%. Oh, that's going to kick into bunker. Wow. And it just shows you your game can go from hero status down to 0 in the blink of an eye in this game, especially on the more difficult settings. This came out hot. I didn't expect it to come out as hot as that. It was actually a really good shot. Got the partial, which it was intended. But I can't believe that ball came out as well as that. It's going to be another bogey. So can we finish under par? I'm sure the 18th is a par 5. But I am going to slip back down to 1 under. Hole number 18 is a par 5. But this is a really enjoyable golf course. It's just a pity it's not going to count to the Break 90 challenge. But I just wanted to showcase the event, guys. Let the community be aware of it. And like I say, you've got to complete an 18-hole official course in 89 shots or better to qualify for the gear you can unlock. So this is a short par 5 now. That is a beautiful tee shot. 7 iron should be good. Slope at my feet's going to move me hard right. Wind should take me back. It's a really good strike. But once again, these slopes aren't moving me. I find them very inconsistent. And sod's law, the time you say, right, this slope isn't going to move me, you don't allow for it. And it will shoot off to the right or left. But let's see if we can chip this one close. At worst, we should be walking away with a birdie here. That is a beautiful execution. It's just going to come up short. Played that chip shot really, really well. And we are going to finish with this birdie. And I think that's around the 70, 2 under par. But that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching that as much as I enjoyed playing it. If you are new to the channel, please make sure to smash the subscribe button. And if you did enjoy the content, please leave a like. But until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.